Hey, it's April from the Notebook Garden, and today I want to talk to you about fall gardening. Fall gardening, for a lot of people, gets overlooked because people don't realize that they can grow fall gardens. It's not advertised. You don't see all your starting plants all over the place like you do in the spring. But if you have a long growing season, you can do fall gardening. So the main thing you have to do is go on Google and look up your first frost date. And when I did that, I came up with October 19th for me. So then what I did was I Googled how many days do I have till October 19th, and it told me 106. So now I know all my frost tender plants need to be done by October 19th, and I know I have 106 days left. So what I would do is I would go on the back of every seed packet, it tells you what the maturity date is. And the maturity date is what you're looking for to know when crops will be done. So if I wanted to, I can start like a second round of the summer crops that die halfway during the summer. Stuff like squash and zucchini. They're a great example. You could probably do another round of corn. You just need to know how many days it takes for that mature. The other thing is give it a couple extra days than what it tells you to on the packet. Like if it tells you 50 days, give it kind of like up to 60 days, because as the summer progresses, the days get shorter, which means there's not as much sunlight as there was in the beginning of the summer. So it might need a little extra time. So stuff like melons probably for me would not be a good option because most melons take about 100 days. And here in North Carolina, I do live in the western Piedmont area of North Carolina. It is my first season here. As you guys have watched and followed me, you know it's my first season here. But in North Carolina, our weather's so spotty. I could get lucky and have 2 more weeks of non-frost dates. It's very, very likely. And so I could gamble a little bit, just kind of learn the area. Just try it. I mean, at least you said to try. But I've already started doing some stuff like that, succession growed zucchini and squash right now. And then as time goes on, because I know cucumbers don't take that long either, I will put another round of cucumbers in, probably in August, depending on how my cucumbers are doing. And the other thing you could do is determinate tomato plants, because most of them are 50 to 60 days. You just have to look at the back of your packets. But anything, like if you do decide to do determinate tomatoes, I would suggest go ahead and start those indoors now. So that'll way, within a couple weeks, you can go ahead and put them in the ground. So that's the summer stuff that you can still work on. Okra is another one I didn't think about, but okra is another one. You just, whatever you're thinking about, just know what the maturity date is and how long you have till then. So now let's talk about actual fall crops. When you think about fall crops, you think about cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, your lettuces, your kales. Those are the things that you think about when you think about fall crops. Turnips, collards, those kind of things. So for those, I would suggest go ahead and start them indoors this week. Depending on your climate, you do need to look and know your information. So, for me, I want to put that stuff in September, the first or second week of September. And why I'm thinking about that is because I know broccoli and cauliflower take about 3 months. So, October, November, December. And for me, our deep frost doesn't happen until usually like mid-January here. We get pretty lucky. Sometimes we even go into February before we get a deep frost. And deep frost is really the only thing that's going to kill those. You can also protect them anyways with blankets or frost protection if you need to. They're easier to protect. But to get them in the ground, I want them to be growing for 2 months. So I start them in July, August, September. So go ahead and get your seed packets ready. Draw you up a plan. Think about what you want to grow, what you want to eat. And go ahead and start making a plan for that. I plan on doing broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbages, and I do want my salad mixes with the different types. Like I do a lot of romaines, I do a lot of different type of lettuces, and I do different kales. So I'll go ahead and get all that started hopefully this week, so I can get them in the ground as soon as I can in September. And then the outdoor stuff that no one ever really thinks about is We like kohlrabi. We tried it last year, I think it was, and we liked it. I didn't have time this year in the spring, but kohlrabi, carrots is another thing you could do another round of. And sometimes carrots they end up having to overwinter before you can get them out of the ground, but that's okay. You can go ahead and put a round of them in. And then radishes. If you like radishes is a really good one to go ahead and start in September, because they only take about 25 to 28 days for most varieties. So you can get multiple harvests of radishes if you go ahead and start your first round in September, and then October, and then November, and just keep doing it until you know your frost day is going to kill them. But like I said, anything you do, just make sure you research temperatures in your area. You know what your temperatures are. You know when your frost dates are. You just know about your area, because that's what matters the most. You do need to know what zone you're in. It is good information to know, but temperatures are more important when it comes to trying to beat the frosts. I hope this video was helpful. Of course, I will take you guys along the journey on my fall gardening, and I will make a video of starting my fall garden season, hopefully, like I said, this week. But I do thank you guys for watching, and remember, if you like my video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.